Afternoon, Minnesota Wild fans. This is Ben with the Giles and the Goalie preview for tonight's game. The Chicago Blackhawks come to visit St. Paul in all of their terrible glory, but it's not all good news, as I will get to. We Giles recapped last night in Dallas. A little bit of a sluggish game for the Wild tonight. You gotta kind of wonder if that's going to hold over at all. You gotta kind of wonder if they're going to remain sluggish, seeing as how it's the back end of a back-to-back, or if they're going to find some pep in their step after being off for a week and then traveling overnight from the Big D to home. So that's going to be an interesting storyline to watch. Should be interesting to see. Another storyline is someone, number 88, he who should not be named, is on a terrific hot streak right now, as tweeted out by Mark Lazarus last night. In his last 18 games, the naughty one has scored 18 goals and has 22 assists, which is some 80s level stuff going on. So it'll be worth watching to see if 88 can get on the board or not. He's always kind of been a thorn in the Wild side, going back to the stanchion goal, and be probably even further back than that, to be honest. So that'll be something to keep an eye on. See if the Wild can shut down 88. See if the Wild can keep him from, really kind of creating a mess, because this Blackhawks team doesn't have a ton of depth anymore. It's kind of shunned it all away due to salary cap constraints. It'll be more interesting to see if the Wild can take advantage of the defense of the Blackhawks, because the defense, as it has been for a while, is not very good. So that'll be a big storyline. It'll be a battle of the backups tonight, and that Al Stalock will be starting for the Minnesota Wild. He came in relief against the Blackhawks and played and started a whole game against the Blackhawks earlier this season. Actually, not bad. Didn't do too bad. He's got a .923 save percentage in that game and change against the Blackhawks this year. So hopefully he can find the right side of the ledger tonight. He's been kind of up and down and spotty, even though he just signed a very rich extension for reasons that no one will ever understand. On the other side, we're looking at Colin Delia. Cam Ward started last night for the Blackhawks against the Sabres, and so unfortunately, actually, the Wild draw Delia, who is actually better than Cam Ward, because virtually every goal in the NHL is better than Cam Ward. Delia, as you may remember, the game 2 days after Christmas, stopped 46 out of 48 Wild shots on the way to a Blackhawks victory. And the Wild really need to figure him out. They really need to find a way to pepper him with pucks yet again, and find a way for some of those pucks to actually go through this time. Wild versus backup goaltenders has long been an issue and kind of a running joke, especially with me and Giles. So it'll be very important to see what they can do as far as solving Colin Delia tonight. I didn't look at the shot charts for that particular game, but this typical stuff, getting guys in front of the net, getting deflections, getting rebounds. That's always the kind of standard stuff you're looking for. So hopefully we see a big night for some of the grinder-type guys like Parise, maybe Jordan Greenway using his big body, Charlie Coyle, same story. We'll see if that can work out. Other than that, sounds like Pontus Aberg is questionable for the game. JT Brown may slot in for him, whether he can go or not. It doesn't sound like there's any other lineup changes for the Wild other than that. Still obviously missing Matt Dumba. Still, using Prosser as a filler in the James Shepard Memorial press box, despite his right-handedness. And that looks to be about it. So hopefully the Wild can really get things going. Hopefully they can bounce back from last night's rather sluggish game and get what should hopefully be some attainable points tonight against a ever-struggling Blackhawks team. And, this Blackhawks game probably doesn't have the juice of a typical Blackhawks game. They've all kind of gone a little downhill since the Blackhawks have gone a little downhill in the last season or so. But it's always funny when you play the Blackhawks. It's always a good litmus test. It's always, fun when you can see where you stack against a team that is very much a bona fide rival of yours. So see what happens tonight. Hopefully they can gain some points after losing a chance at any points late last night in Dallas. And we will talk to you after the game. Thank you.